Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about Vivek Ramaswamy, and I specifically want to talk about hoping beyond hope. All right, I want to talk about what we're engaged with and where we're going over the next 14 months. We have 14 months before this country decides if we can have independence, freedom, liberty, and a morally grounded leader again. All right, and the reality is that our choices we have three choices. President Biden. I cannot imagine why anyone would choose. I can. If you are a millionaire who is incredibly liberal, I can see where you're like, hey, I have enough money, I have a path forward. So I could see you deciding to vote for. I can't even see any. I cannot. You know what? I can't even see somebody who's made it. Right, choosing to see. We've already had the. I can't imagine anyone possibly voting for President Biden. It's mind-boggling to me. I cannot understand why. I don't think there's any possibility any Americans like. I would like to remain at the brink of World War III. I would like to remain not able to buy eggs and milk. And I want to make sure that every young person in America can never buy a house and probably won't even be able to buy a car in the next 10 to 20 years. I can't imagine that. So I don't believe anyone's going to vote for President Biden. I can't imagine it. President Donald Trump. He gave us 4 years of economic stability. That's what he did for the nation. He absolutely ruined the presidential role. He said, you do not need to have character. You do not need to have honesty. You do not need to be a good person to lead. And that is a terrible message for our children and for us, right? And we need, and honestly, he has become the mugshot president, right? Like, are we actually, yeah, he is president. He gets that title. He is a mugshot president. He is the mugshot president. There isn't two. Right? There's no president in history has ever been mugshot, right? Like, he is the mugshot president, right? But the reality is, we can't have a two-term mugshot president. It's just he was not able to control his drama, right? I actually don't think he should serve one day. I actually think everything that's been done to him is too much, right? I do not believe he deserves any punishment. But he also absolutely does not deserve a second term, right? And the other thing is, you can bring chaos if you can control your chaos, if you can counter it with benefits, right? And at this point, he can't even handle a debate. He's certainly not going to be able to handle leading this nation, period, end of sentence, right? So you and I are saying, I don't want a failed president, and I don't want a mugshot president. So we're hoping beyond hope, right? And here's the reality. I want to paint a realistic picture. If President Donald Trump does not have a Mitch McConnell incident, does not have a Bernie Sanders incident, and does not have a Ruth Bader Ginsburg incident before November 2nd, Vivek Ramaswamy has between 1% chance of winning and a 5% chance of winning. And that relies on you and me, right? And we need to work hard, and I know this sounds outrageous. We need to work hard to give him even that 5%, right? We need to work hard. I honestly think on the work he's done, he has a 1% chance, right? We need to give him that 5% chance. We need to make sure that when the D20 is rolled, that he can hit on a 1. Not has to roll a 1. He can hit on a 20. Not has to roll a 20 and then has to validate it with another 20. Like, it's just, we need to get there, right? But the reality is, however, if President Donald Trump has a Mitch McConnell incident, has a Bernie Sanders incident, or has a Ruth Bader Ginsburg incident, then everything changes. And I think Vivek Ramaswamy goes to 75% chance win, right? So we have to hope beyond hope. And I will tell you right now, I have been on this rodeo, right? I've been down this road, okay? I went down it with Andrew Yang, and he bowed out and did not remain through Super Tuesday. That was a critical mistake. Critical mistake. He should have went through. He should have never given up. He should have went all the way to the presidency, right? And I really think if he had remained in when the Great Pandee started, and actually we had signs that was there, things would have been very different. Like it was a real problem. But the reality is, this is going to be rough. And I will tell you right now, 1 to 5% chance we change the world. 95% chance we're gonna be licking our wounds, and it is going to be painful, right? But I want to encourage you, and the reason why is, it is worth it to go for the long shot. And the reason why, because of the stakes. We are the remnant. Truly, we are the remnant. We are the remnant that is saying, hey, we will take this the distance, and we refuse to choose the lesser of two. We are the only Americans who refuse to choose evil, not the lesser or the greater. We demand a morally grounded leader. We deserve it, and we can have it if we don't lose hope and the stars align. All right? There are paths to victory, but we're going to need to show endurance, and we're going to need to show courage, and this is important, we need to take it all the way to the L. Sometimes you take the L, right? And the reason why I say that is most Americans are like, oh, 1 to 5% chance? I'm not gonna waste one breath on those low odds. We need to hope beyond hope. We need to stay in it and be willing to work to increase Vivek Ramaswamy's chances from 1 to 5% chance. And if the star, and be ready in case the world changes, right? And God forbid Donald Trump's age brings him a Mitch McConnell incident, a Bernie Sanders incident, or a Ruth Bader Ginsburg incident, which history has shown us clear exactly what those incidents are, and that by going toward an octogenarian president, America has a lighter in one hand and a gas can in the other. This is a terrible idea, and we truly need to think twice about the wisdom of what we're doing. Every single word of that is my humble opinion. What's important is your humble opinion when I get to hear it in the comments below when you send your traffic. Please consider liking and subscribing, and may God bless you and yours in challenging times.